All right. Good evening. And welcome to Spomotics. My name is Keith Gibson. I am the host of Spomotics. That's Spomotics. That's Spomotics. That's Spomotics. That's sports. That's movies. And just a little bit of politics. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hey, this has been a crazy Sunday. All right. So many upsets. Even last weekend, we had so many upsets in the NFL, man. Like, it, who are the contenders? Who are the pretenders? Nobody knows. I know one contender, though, that's not going to lose. They might lose one more game, but that's about it. All right. But we'll talk about that later on. Another thing we're going to talk about are the college football rankings, the BCS. All right. We're going to talk about that too. Because yesterday I watched Georgia play. I didn't watch Alabama play because they played like New Mexico State or something like that. I watched Oregon play last night. I watched Ohio State also, and I watched Cincinnati on Thursday. Also, I watched Michigan State. We're going to have a problem with these rankings, man. We're definitely going to have a problem with the rankings, and we're going to talk about that too. Did anybody see Cam Newton today? Did anybody watch Cam Newton play today? We're going to talk about him too, man. I mean, his first two plays were touchdowns, man. 2 touchdowns at that. Oh, Cam is back, everybody. And he did it against Arizona. All right? He did it against Arizona. Well, we're going to talk about that. So I was reminded, if anybody watched episode 20 of Spomotics, I was reminded that I made a little bet. Hey, babe, what's going on? I just put the chats on, so I apologize. Good evening. All right. So let's just do. I want to ask everybody who's watching. Okay, if you're watching this show, all right, I just need you to say something in the chat for me. All right. I want to make sure that everybody is in here. All right. I want to tell everybody hello. All right. I want to have everybody's opinion also. All right. So if you're on here, I need you to just say something in the chat. Say, hey, what's up? What's going on? And then while I'm talking, anything that you hear. What's up, Keon? Thank you, buddy. What's going on, buddy? Anything that you hear, I mean, just let me know how you feel about what I say. I mean, we all can disagree, we can agree, and it's cool. But I just need y'all to just comment in the chat for me, all right? I want to make sure, plus I want to make sure the chats are working right. And I want to make sure everybody can hear me clearly, okay? All right, because we have a lot to talk about tonight, all right? I have a lot to talk about. The pretenders and the contenders. So earlier today, episode 20, the last episode, my wife was on here, Danielle, and she was like, oh, we're going to beat Tampa Bay. We can beat Tampa Bay. She's a Washington football fan, all right? She said, yeah, we can beat Tampa Bay. And I was like, laughing, right? Over the top laughing, right? Because it was so funny, right? And I was like, if the Washington football team beats Tampa Bay, I will cook dinner all week. That's what I said. So what happened was, how did that happen, man? Like, what is going on these past 2 weeks? I mean, the past 2 weeks have been crazy. Buffalo losing to Jacksonville, like didn't even score a touchdown against Jacksonville. You had my Giants beat up on the Raiders. The Ravens, the Dolphins beat the Ravens. What is going on, man? Now look, I know that Ravens and Dolphins game, that's a difficult game because it's a Thursday night game. It's Thursday night. Jets beat the Bengals. Hey, Keon, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, what is going on in the NFL? I mean, who wants it? Today, me and my family, we watched the end of the Steelers and the Lions game. Hey, look, I know Big Ben didn't play, but you don't need Big Ben to beat up on the Lions, okay? You definitely don't need them to beat up on them. That was crazy, man. I mean, they didn't lose, but they didn't win either, all right? They tied with the Lions. Now, Pittsburgh, if they would have won that game, would have been in first place. Now, I believe that tie will help them. The tie is going to help them, okay? Because I know. Did you see Cleveland today? Like they lost. They lost against the Patriots. Now, and I told everybody, now look, the Patriots are going to be a good team. They're going to the playoffs. I told people that they're going to the playoffs. All right. They're going. Now, I'm not saying they're going to make some noise in the playoffs, but they'll be there because Bill Belichick is a genius. Defensively, he is a genius. Now, he's shut down all the best quarterbacks already. All right? Listen, he gave Dak Prescott a run for his money. They should have won that game. They should have won that game. They gave Tom Terrific a run for their money. They should have won that game. All right? They just shut down Baker Mayfield. Now, I'm not saying Baker Mayfield is great, but last week he looked awesome, didn't he? Like, he threw for about 300 yards. Everybody was like, oh, Baker's back. Baker wasn't even the problem. It was Odell. Now, watch when Baker plays on Sunday, how great he's going to be. Blah, 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 and this and that. Like, wait a minute. You can't do that to Odell, man. You saying Odell was the problem in Cleveland? Oh, then you're not watching the Cleveland games. Oh, thank you, babe. Yes, this is the new look. Yes, I can do a lot now. Thank you for that. Yes, this is the new look. All right. I can even change some stuff up. You see, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's my Twitter at Spomotics77 on Twitter. All right. If you want to go follow me, you can. That's cool. That's what's up. All right. So go follow me on there. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, this is the new look. We're going to have some guests on here. I can bring guests on now. We'll start that on Thursday. I'm also going to have the Spomotic Kids of the Week. I'm going to have them come on for a few. And so you can talk to them. Not talk to them, but you can chat with them. I'm going to ask them a couple of questions. I know it's a school night. It'll be late. 7, between like 7:45, I'll talk to them for a little bit. All right. But yes, thank you for that, Danielle. Yes, this is the new look. But yeah, so everybody was talking about Odell being a problem. Look, Cleveland has a problem. Cleveland has a problem. I thought that this was going to be one of the best. I thought this was going to be one of the best divisions in football. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know who the best division in football is now. Well, I know who it's not. I know it's not the NFC East. I know it's not them. I mean, I thought it was going to be the West. But as you can see, Seattle's getting shut out by Green Bay. Now, I'll give you this. Green Bay's defense is playing much better. Much better. That Washington game that they had, that Washington game really, really helped them out. All right? That Washington game, they came out, defense was on a roll, offense was clicking. Like, hey, Keon, you said Baker is still overrated. He just got a top 5 offensive line and a top 5 running back. Yeah, and Chubb didn't even play today because of COVID. So it's like, who is who? So, Keon, you're right. The NFC West is tough but I thought that too. I thought the NFC West was going to be the best division in football. But like I said, like the 49ers, they're struggling. And they're going to get beat down tomorrow. Then you have Seattle. I mean, he's just coming back. He's struggling. All right. Then you have LA. Yeah, the Rams. Clear-cut favorite, man. Hey, look, the Rams look so good. They didn't look good last week offensively. But defense, Von Miller, Odell Beckham. Now, I know that they had a little setback on Friday. All right. I know he was out for the year. What was that? The wide receiver for I cannot think. The wide receiver for the Rams. So he's out for the season. So that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. But you got Odell Beckham now. All right. And I promise you, Odell Beckham and Cup, they're gonna make some plays. They're gonna be very good. I promise you. Their defense, you're not gonna be able to score. Now, I'm not saying their defense is gonna be the Chicago Bears of '85 or the Ravens, the Ray Lewis Ravens. They're not gonna be like that. But I promise you, they're gonna be something close to it. There'll be something close to it. I don't see a lot of teams scoring on them. All right, I don't see a lot of teams scoring on them. Now let's go into the AFC West. Is that the best division? I mean, let's see. You got the Raiders, who lost to the Giants last week. You got the Chargers, who couldn't even score a touchdown against the Ravens, and now they're losing against Minnesota with 2 minutes left. You got Kansas City. They're the hottest team right now in that division, and they look bad. I don't know, man. But I'll tell you what. You give KC a little glimmer of hope. You let Mahomes and them boys wake up, and y'all gonna be in trouble. All right. And I'll talk about that game tonight. That's gonna be a good game. I'm ready for that one. I'm ready for any game that Mahomes playing. All right. I get excited about it. Mahomes, he's struggling. That defense is bad for Kansas City. But they're going up against the Raiders, who's upset about last week. Raiders got a chance to be in first if the Chargers lose. It looks like the Chargers, I don't know. Because you know how Minnesota go. Minnesota, they'll have a big lead or they'll have a lead, and then they'll just give the game away at the end. So I don't know. What up, Todd? What's going on, buddy? What is up? What is up? Hey, I'm not even going to talk about those Saints because I feel bad for them because Saints would have been good this year if Famous Jameis was still in it. But it's still early. It's still early. And look at your boys. Tampa lost. So y'all still got a shot. And that's what this is what I'm talking about. They're getting a lot of teams. They're losing to a lot of bad teams. A lot of people losing to a lot of bad teams. And they're letting these bad teams get a little chance. Like, check this out. Look at the Titans. Titans might be the best in the AFC. All right? They might be the best in the AFC. 8-2. They should. Todd, I told everybody who can hear my voice that. I said, hey, they need to get Cam Newton. They got to get Cam Newton. Why wouldn't you get Cam Newton? Why wouldn't you get Cam Newton, Odell? Why wouldn't you spice it up a little bit? I mean, Cam Newton came in the game. He got 2 touchdowns now. Cam hasn't played at all this year since the preseason. His first 2 steps, he threw a touchdown and ran for a touchdown. And they didn't want to get Cam Newton. You got to be, I mean, I don't know what's going on with these NFL teams. Maybe they don't want to win. I have no idea. Who knows? They turned down Cam Newton. A healthy Cam Newton at that. You want to turn down a healthy Cam Newton? Then you don't want to win. And he's not even expensive. He's going to get the league minimum. Are you serious? You don't even want to take a chance at Cam Newton? NFL, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like they'll pick up a quarterback from that's sitting on their couch, just like they picked up Heineke from the Washington team. Heineke was at Old Dominion taking classes. He was somewhere taking classes. All right. Man, hey Ma, what's going on? Ma, look, I have no idea what's up with that. Who knows? I don't get it. Look, I don't get it, man. But you got to pick Cam Newton up. You got to pick Cam up. I mean, even if you just take a chance on him, he was an MVP. How many MVPs that are still in their prime? If Tom Brady, let's say Tom Brady wasn't, if Tom Terrific was not playing right now, all right, and last year was his last year, and they said they would, this is what they would do. Hey, Tom, you want to come back for one more year? You want to play a couple of games? Without hesitation. Now, I know he's the GOAT, but he's 40-something years old. Like, stop. You got a 30-year-old Cam, 30-something year old Cam Newton, and you don't want to pick him up, but you pick some bums up off the street. It's terrible, man. But yeah, hey Todd, I was with you. They should have signed Cam. Why wouldn't you sign an MVP? Like, that's what I don't understand with the NFL. It's sickening, man. It's sickening. All these teams that need a quarterback, and you don't want to pick up Cam Newton. Or maybe there's something more to it. You don't like Cam's attitude? Cam want to win. Cam just wants to play. He want to win. He wants to win. He's been like that since Auburn. Yeah, hey, it's all about image. It's all about, hey, look, ask the Giants. The Giants got rid of Odell Beckham because they ain't like his image. Now look at him. He ain't got nobody to throw nothing to. Like, they don't have any wide receivers. It's crazy, man. I mean, they do have some wide receivers that are good, but they're all injured. Image though, right? And what kind of bad image was Cam Newton? He didn't have no bad image. Okay, he want to win. He's flashy. Sometimes he's about me. But man, he goes hard. He goes hard. He plays hard. That's the quarterback I want. But I don't understand, man. I just don't understand. It's hard for me to understand that. You know what? Look, I don't get it. Green Bay done picked up a victory. They're 8-2. Green Bay is back, so I guess all is forgiven with Aaron Rodgers. Oh, they fighting. Look at Metcalf. That's crazy. I guess all is forgiven with Aaron Rodgers, right? Yeah, he does. Yeah, exactly. Just like Lamar. And look, and Todd, they wanted Lamar Jackson to be a wide receiver. I mean, I kept hearing analysts. These ESPN analysts, I mean, look, I'm not going to bring black or white into it, but I mean, what up, Kenny? What's going on? He's flashy, but he can ball. He plays ball. Now, he's not the most accurate, but look at these other quarterbacks that are here. Look at Glennon from the Giants. I hate to keep bringing my Giants in here, but when Glennon he's the backup quarterback for Danny Jones. When Danny Jones got a concussion, Glennon looked like he never picked up a football before in his life. And that's what they have as a backup quarterback. Glennon. I mean, look at last year. Look at when Dak Prescott got hurt. What kind of quarterbacks did they have last year? Oh, they were terrible. These backup quarterbacks are terrible. And you don't pick Cam Newton up. Look, I don't know, man. Hey, Todd, can't look. I have no idea. I have no idea, man. It's bad. And I know some of these people, they're gonna need a backup quarterback too. Yeah, Tony's good, but Tony's not consistent, Keon. You see what I'm saying? He passed OBJ rookie records. You sure about that? I gotta check that out because he only had one good game. Maybe he had more passing yards in one game, but I don't think he had all of them. Yeah, DK is a bully. He's big, he's a bully, and he's fast, and I would love him on my squad. I'll tell you that. He is a bully, though. But this is what I'm saying. This NFL right now is not that consistent, man. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is back. They're 8-2. They're 8-2. So it looks like they're back to being the number one. But then you got the Cowboys too. Cowboys are 8-2 as well. But Green Bay will have the number one spot right now. So it's all over the place. It's all over the place. And you know what? This is why I love the NFL. All right. And this is my opinion. You can disagree if you want. I will always pick the NFL over the NBA. Always. Hands down. And that's just me. All right. Because one, you just never know what you're going to get in the NFL. You never know what you're going to get. You see how many upsets we got? Now, I know you'll have upsets in the NBA. Trust me. I know that. Look at the playoffs, though. And I love the NBA. I love the NBA. I love the NBA playoffs. I love the format. But it's not one and done. It's not one and done like the NFL. NFL, you got to bring it when you go to the playoffs. If you get to the playoffs, if you're lucky enough to get to the playoffs, you got a ball. Like, you can't have a bad day. If you have a bad day, you're going home. You're going home. NBA, you can have a bad day. You can have 2 bad days. All right? You can still win the series. All right? You can still win the series. And you're right. I don't really start getting into the NBA until after the All-Star break. Like, that's me. After Valentine's Day, that's when I start getting to the NBA. That's when you start looking at the contenders. That's when you start looking at, all right, who's pulling away. Right now, you don't know. Oh, I need Lockett to catch that. I need some points. Man. Yeah. Hey, look. You don't. And plus, you know how I feel about the NBA and all these flops and everybody being so soft and every play that's a foul. They got to go check and see if it's a foul or not. Like, I hate that. You really have to challenge a foul. Like, I love the NBA, but it's too much. It takes too long now. A 2-second foul is gonna take 5 minutes to see if it's a foul or not. Then they got to check out, did the ball go out of bounds? Oh, did he flop? Oh, I hate the flop. But yeah, NFL, you just never know who's going. You don't know who's going to the Super Bowl. Tell me right now, can anybody tell me right now? Oh, gotta catch that. Can anybody tell me right now who's going to the Super Bowl? You don't know. I mean, you can guess. You can see. I don't know. But I mean, it's just, that's why I love the NFL. You never know what you're going to get. Look at Philly. Now, Denver beat the brakes off of the Cowboys last week, and now Philly's beating them 30-13. Philly. Oh, well, Philly won, so that means the Giants are back in last place. All right. Keon, you said the Rams versus Bills or the Cardinals versus the Bills? I don't know about the Bills. I'll take you on the Rams. I don't know about the Cardinals. Shoot, the Cardinals just got beat up by Carolina. Carolina. At home to Carolina. I don't know. I don't know, Cam. I mean, I don't know, Keon. I don't know, man. I mean, Cam is just showing off. I mean, with his little two plays, so I really don't know. As a Cowboy, the Cowboy fans always say they're going to the Super Bowl. Washington, they got tickets, Kenny. They got to have tickets to get in the game. They're not going in no Super Bowl. But hey, stranger things can happen. We gotta check and see what's going on with Chase Young, though. You gotta see what's going on with Chase Young. All right. Yeah, I know they have Colt McCoy, but remember, they beat the 49ers. They blew up the 49ers with Colt McCoy last week. They can't do the same to this Carolina team at home? I don't know, man. I don't know. So every time I pick a clear-cut favorite to be number one, the next week they lose. I mean, the beginning of the season. But you also said you weren't going to win today, so. Hey, look, you're right. Any given Sunday, man. At the beginning of the season, I was all on the Browns. I was like, oh, the Browns. Now, they don't have the best quarterback, but that defense, they got a great running back. They got a great receiving core. Blah, blah, blah. Man, Cleveland can't win a game now. Then I was like, okay, man, look at Tom Terrific in Tampa. Man, he looks good. They can't be beat. Blah, blah, blah. They got blown out by the Rams. Then I was like, oh, look at this Rams squad. Man, they look good. The Rams look good. They're in the best division in football, like the NFC West. Blah, blah, blah. You got the 49ers. They playing great. You got the Seahawks. They're playing good. You got the Seahawks. You got LA Rams. They're playing good. I was like, oh, NFC West 49ers. Oh, they gonna beat each other up. Rams got blown out. They didn't get blown out, but they got beat down last week to Tennessee. Tennessee without their star running back, Derrick Henry. It's like, look, I don't know. But that's why I love the NFL. NFL is so great. I love it. I love NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, a little bit of hockey when the Rangers are good. And they're good this year. So I might have to start watching my Rangers again, but I'll watch them in January, around that time. All right. But yeah, so that's with the NFL. So nobody knows who's gonna win, nothing. I love it. Green Bay just shut out the Seahawks 17-0. Didn't see that coming. I knew that Wilson would struggle, but I did not know Wilson would struggle like that. And I know that Aaron Rodgers, he struggled, but he's just coming off of COVID. And Wilson was coming off of an injury. So I love it, man. So now we're going to get off of the NFL real quick. And we're going to go to something that's interesting to me. All right. We're going to go with these college football rankings. Look. I'm so glad that they made the BCS, and I'm so glad that they made playoffs, because all these games count. All of these games count. Now, I'm going to give you the top 10, all right? And briefly. All right, number 1 was Georgia. Number 2 was Alabama. Number 3 was Oregon. Number 4 is Ohio State. Number 5 is Cincinnati. Number 6 is Michigan. 7, Michigan State. 8, Oklahoma. 9, Notre Dame. 10, Oklahoma State. All right. The top 7, very interesting. Very interesting. Georgia, Alabama. Let me give you the top 7. Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, Ohio State, Cincinnati, Michigan, and Michigan State. Now remember, I had a beef last week because Michigan is ahead of Michigan State, and Michigan State beat Michigan. All right. So I had a little beef right there because I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's right. All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me give you the top 4 now. Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, and Ohio State. This is my thing right here, all right? Okay. Oregon, right? Oregon. I get it. I get it. This is the only time I'm going to have a beef. Oregon, I know they beat Ohio State. I got you. I got you. But Oregon should not be number 3 on this list. Oregon should not be number 3 on this list. I would definitely put Ohio State top 3. You know, Ohio State in 5 games, they played 10 games. Ohio State they have played 10 games. They're 9-1. In 5 of those 10, they scored 50 points. I mean, in 5 of those games, they scored 50 points. I mean, and I know Oregon beat Ohio State. And you're like, Keith, well, you just said you're upset because Michigan beat Michigan State and blah, blah, blah. It's a difference, man. Because Oregon didn't play nobody. Like, Pac-10. Who cared about the Pac-10? I mean, the hardest game that Oregon is going to play is Utah State or Utah. That's going to be, Utah's in the what, top 25? They're 24. That's going to be their hardest game, Utah. Come on. Ohio State got to play Michigan State. Like, it's crazy how Oregon got the top 3. I don't understand it. All right. Can somebody help me understand this? Like, does anybody agree with me? Do you think Oregon should be in the top 4 or 5? I don't think so. All right. That's just me. Georgia's not going to move a spot. They're 10-0, but Alabama, right? Alabama's number 2. I think Alabama should go down. I know they won yesterday, but they played, what, New Mexico? Right, Todd, look, I get that. Yes, they can only play who they put in front of you. But at the same time, if your strength of schedule is some garbage, you shouldn't even be, you gotta go play somebody else. Or you gotta spend that money and move out somewhere like everybody else is doing. Go to another conference. But man, Oregon shouldn't be in the top 3. I give you top 6, but not top 3. I know they got a nice quarterback. I love that quarterback for Oregon. I mean, I saw him play last night. I saw him play a couple of weeks ago too. I saw him play against Ohio State. But he is special, man. He's gonna be good. But I don't think it's gonna be top. I don't think they should be top 3 to protect Georgia versus Alabama championship game. Yeah, exactly. That's why they're not gonna move Alabama. They should move Alabama because look, they played that team from who they played? They played Mexico. No, they played New Mexico State. All right, they played New Mexico State. Yeah, I get it. New Mexico State, they paid to play Alabama to get tickets or whatever. But Alabama should move down because of that game. And I think Ohio State should be number 2. Alabama should be number 3. I think Michigan should be number 4. I think Michigan State should be number 4. But see, The only thing that hurt Michigan State was because they lost to the Boilermakers. They lost to Purdue. But I don't know, man. I know Michigan State, they played Maryland yesterday. Michigan played Penn State. But maybe Michigan should be top 4 now. I mean, if they got them at 6 now. They still got Cincinnati over here. I don't even want to talk about Cincinnati play, but watch. Cincinnati's going to be upset. And let me tell you why Cincinnati is going to be upset. Yes, they're number 5, right? So a smart man would be like, well, you got Georgia and Alabama, and Georgia and Alabama, they're going to meet before the playoffs. They're going to meet in the SEC championship game. So one of them are going to lose, right? So Cincinnati's going to win. They're going to win out. All right, let's just call it what it is. They're going to win out. They're going to beat Nova, Northern Virginia College. All right, whoever they're playing, they're going to beat them. Cincinnati's going to win, and guess what? They're still going to be left out. They're still going to be left out. I'm going to tell you why they're going to be left out. Because then you have to have the Big Ten champion. The Big Ten champion has to get in, regardless. The Big Ten champion has to get in. The SEC champion has to get in. All right? ACC champion, I don't see an ACC team being it. I don't think Notre Dame is going to. I don't see Notre Dame getting back into the playoffs. I don't see them getting back into the mix. I don't see it because the ACC is so weak right now. So I don't see that. But this is how it's going to be on Tuesday. This is how it should be on Tuesday, and this is just my opinion. All right, I'm gonna have Georgia at number 1, of course, because Georgia looks unstoppable. I thought when Tennessee was up 7-0. I was like, oh, this is going to be a blowout. And Georgia, just like I said, blew them out. So Georgia is just unbelievable, man. And Tennessee has a nice offense, too. But I got Georgia at number 1. I have Ohio State at number 2. I have Alabama at number 3. And I have Michigan at number 4. That's how it should play out. Michigan had a good game against Penn State, even though I feel bad for that Penn State coach because, I mean, he just doesn't have. I mean, you have to start beating these good teams. You can't go to Penn State and win and lose 4 games. Hell, you can't go to Penn State and keep losing 2 or 3 games. You can't do it. Notre Dame will bring the TV dollars. They will bring the TV dollars. I believe, yes, they will. But I don't think anybody wants to. Notre Dame just started playing good. Their run game is back. Their run game started doing good. But they're playing in the ACC. Like, there's no more Clemson. Clemson is done. Clemson is done. So, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, Clemson is done. So it's going to be hard for Notre Dame to get in because of that schedule. So, yeah, I don't know. But that's what I said. I said Georgia at number 1, Ohio State number 2, Alabama at number 3, and Michigan at number 4. And I'm telling you, once this happens and Cincinnati sees that they're still not in the playoffs, oh, there's going to be some trouble. There's going to be some trouble. And, I mean, look, Cincinnati has to play SMU. They got to play SMU. Alabama got to play Arkansas. Oregon got to play that tough game at Utah. And, I mean, Utah's number 24. Now, Utah and Oregon, that's going to be a good game because they might meet again in the Pac-10 championship. They're going to meet again in the Pac-10 championship, all right? I'm telling you, they are. They will. So they're going to have to play them again, all right? But, man, Pac-10 is, I mean, look at Oregon. I mean, Oregon, Fresno State, Just to jump off. The first game was Fresno State. Their second game was Ohio State. They beat them by a touchdown. You got Stony Brook. They played Arizona. They played Stanford. They lost to Stanford. They lost to Stanford. They lost to Stanford. Okay? They beat California. They beat UCLA. They beat Colorado. They beat Washington. And yesterday they beat Washington State. Washington State was okay. They weren't that bad. But yeah, they lost to Stanford. That's bad. That's bad. Okay? That's not good at all. I mean, you can't lose to Stanford and be number 3 in the BCS. Like you can't. It's not fair to anybody else. So I can see why Cincinnati got a beef because they'd be like, damn, y'all lost to Stanford. And Stanford is 3-7. Okay, you lost to a 3-7 team. You should not be in the playoff. That's just me. All right, but whatever. I'm upset about that, man. So yeah, so those are going to be the college rankings. All right. That's who I believe is the top 4. Does anybody switch around 3 and 4? Switch around 3 and 4. So you're saying Michigan should be number 3? Who did I have? I had Georgia, Ohio State. Oh, you're saying Alabama should be number 4 and Michigan should be number 3? Mm. Mm. Okay. I mean, but you know that's not going to happen because they want that Georgia Alabama to play in the championship. I don't know how they're going to do this. I just had and Ohio State. I mean, they're not locked to win the Big Ten. They're not locked to win the Big Ten. You still got to play Michigan. You still got to play Michigan. If Michigan can somehow beat Ohio State in 2 weeks, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. If Michigan beats Ohio State in 2 weeks, so would Michigan get in or would they have to win the Big Ten championship? It's going to be hard, man. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this. But that's why I love football. I love college basketball because it's one and done. But I really love college football, especially with this with the playoffs. So I don't know, man. I guess the only thing is we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But you know what? But you know what, Todd? Let's say that they did move Alabama to number 4. What happens in the SEC championship if Georgia beats Alabama? Is Alabama out? Because look, Alabama lost to Texas Tech. No, not Texas Tech. They lost to Texas A&M. They lost to Texas A&M. So if they lose to Georgia, and Texas A&M just lost to Ole Miss last night. So I guess we're gonna see. I guess it's gonna be up to the polls. To the polls, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. All right, but look, college football is great, and it's just like the NFL. You just don't know who's gonna win. You just don't know who's gonna win. That's why it's so great. All right. But look, on Thursday, you think Cincinnati's gonna get in? They can't get in. They can't get in. It's no way Cincinnati can get. Look, they're gonna go undefeated. Cincinnati will go undefeated. All right. Cincinnati, they have to play SMU and East Carolina. So they're gonna go 12-0. They're gonna go 12-0. Can a 12-0 Cincinnati team beat a 9-1 Big Ten team? Can a 12-0 Cincinnati team jump a 9-1 SEC team? That's why it's so hard. If Bama loses to Georgia, a 12-0 Cincinnati team, so they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. I see what you're saying. So they're gonna have to hope that Alabama loses. They're gonna have to because this is the thing. Let's say if Alabama beats Georgia, do you think Georgia's just gonna go to number 5? No. They're going to 4. They're gonna go to 4. Hell, they might even go to 3. But I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4. All right. It's gonna be, and then Oregon. I mean, what, they would jump Oregon? Well, Oregon's gonna be out. Oregon should not be in this top 4 because they lost to Stanford. They lost to Stanford. All right. I don't know. I just can't see a SEC team. I mean, even Bama. I mean, if they lose 2 games, 8-2 Bama would still be better than a 12-0 Cincinnati. It's just a strength of schedule, man. But we don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. But if Cincinnati gets in, it's gonna be blowout city. That's all I'm saying. Because they would have to play Georgia. If Cincinnati gets in, they'll be number 4, and they're gonna have to see Georgia. And that game is not gonna be pretty or close or none of the above. All right. I'm just putting that out. I'm not hating on Cincinnati. They're 12-0. They're 12-0. I don't see them getting in. And they're gonna be upset. Them people in Cincinnati, those people in Cincinnati, oh, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna be upset if a 12-0 Cincinnati team don't get in this playoff. They're gonna be hot. They're gonna be hot. Cause then let's just say if Georgia beats Alabama, if Alabama beats Georgia, you're gonna have a one-loss team. Everybody's gonna have one loss, except for the undefeated Cincinnati. What's that? Bearcats. All right, it's gonna be interesting, man. But look, please, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thank you for this. This is my new look right here. All right, I'm gonna be able to add guests on now. All right, it's gonna be a split screen. I can add more than one guest. All right, it's kind of gonna be like you know how CNN or ESPN when they have multiple guests. I'll be at the top and everybody be at the bottom, or vice versa. That's how it's gonna be. This is the new look. Like I said, I'm trying different things. I got my logos on my t-shirts. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Here we go. I got my logo on my t-shirts. This is just a t-shirt. I have some hoodies that my cousin hooked me up with. Like I said, I appreciate her. Thank you for that. And look, I'm just trying new things, all right? And I'm having fun with this. And now we're gonna have even more fun because on December 3rd, I'm still doing the interview with the 1990 Garfield State Championship team. All right, I'm gonna have that interview. I'm gonna have my old coach on there, Coach White. I'm gonna have him on there, and I'm excited about that. Also, in February, during the CIAA, my college, St. Augustine's College in North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm gonna have my basketball team when they won the state championship when they won the CIAA tournament in 1996. I'm gonna have them on there. We're gonna have some fun with that because there's some characters. They're cool. They're funny. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have fun with that. So come check me out. We got some things going on. We got some things popping that I can't even tell you about yet. All right. And I'm excited about the show, and we're only going up. All right. So please, if you know somebody who think they know sports and want to tell me about some movies or just know a little bit about politics, yo, tell them to come in and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. That's Spomotics. That's Spomotics. All right. You can get me on YouTube. All right. I'm on YouTube. YouTube. Please check me out. All right. Spomotics. That's sports, movies, and politics. Just a little bit of politics. All right. You see my logo up here? You see that? Oh, you can't even see my hand. All right. Well, I can't even point to it. But it's right there. That's me. All right. So please, if you know some people, tell them to subscribe. If they want to talk on my show, you can come on and talk. I'll give you guys the instructions. I'm still learning this, but I believe you have to have some earphones on, some earplugs. All right. And I'm gonna put you on mute, and then I'm gonna put you on. All right. And then we're gonna have some fun. I'm learning. We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have the Spomotics Kids of the Week. Like I said, every Thursday night. And if you have kids, man, hit me up on Twitter. You can get me on Twitter. All right. You can get me on Facebook. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You get me on Facebook, guys. I'm there. Facebook on Spomotics. All right. Yeah. Let me put everything on here. Let's see if that works. Let's see if this works. Boom. Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Spomotics. You can Google me. Google Spomotics. I'm on there. I'm the only one that has this name, Spomotics. All right. So please, everybody, just come in, check me out. We're gonna do some different things. We're gonna have fun. All right. All right. Yeah. Earphones help with the audio quality. Yes, ma'am. Yes, babe. You're absolutely right. All right. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Thursday night, I'll be on here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Spomotics on YouTube. Come join me. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. And I will see you on Thursday. Oh, enjoy the game tonight. I almost forgot there's an NFL game tonight. And I got to give you my picks. All right. So tonight's game between the Raiders of Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, man. I went for the Chiefs 3 times this year, and I'm 0 for 3. So guess what I'm not doing? I'm not going to correct myself. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm going with the Chiefs. And I think they're going to have a breakout game tonight. And this is what the final score is going to be of Sunday night's game. The Chiefs will hit 30 tonight. 30. Okay, hold on. Let me think. 30. All right. The Chiefs will hit 27 tonight. So it'll be Chiefs 27. Chiefs 27. Raiders 17. All right. 27-17 Chiefs. All right. Love y'all. Enjoy the game tonight. Watch it at 8:20. All right. Peace. Love y'all. See y'all on Thursday.